Can we just talk about how expensive trick-or-treating
and that's automatically got deflated when you said that,
because that's just like the costumes are so expensive now, and you can't just like buy everything in one bundle. You have to get all the accessories, which is even more. Candy alone, like I'm
$29 at Walmart for like a big.
I know, and I've got to go get some, and they want us to have enough to have for 500 kids, and I'm like, oh, I'll have enough for like 100.
Yeah, that's so much. That's so expensive.
It's very expensive, and so like, hey, world, quit.
Yeah,
stop doing that.
Number, taking a name, you code at the door, and welcome to the game.
Hi, welcome back to another episode of Dear Dilemma. I feel like it's been a while. We were MIA for a few weeks.
We have just some personal things going on, and when life hits you, it hits you, and we're trying. We're back.
And maybe one day we'll share about why we went MIA for a couple weeks, but it's just been a lot. So we're just back. We're back in action. We have a lot of submissions to go through.
Yes.
So we're going to get caught up on those first, and then we might do some personal stuff later.
Yeah.
Maybe at the beginning of the year.
Yeah. We'll see what our life will encounter then.
Hopefully it won't be crazy like it was for
and
a hot
also,
minute.
I'm getting over a cold, so don't mind me if I sound weird and or sniffle or cough. I apologize ahead of time. But anyways, you know what this week is, Hannah?
It is
spooky season.
Oh,
same thing.
Spooky
season, Halloween. What else do they call it?
I don't know. I feel like everybody just
Hocus
really
Pocus.
loves, all of like the movies, the like the covered bridge festivals and the fall festivals, and it's just fun. Mm-hmm. It's a good time of year.
Exactly. And in the I forget what it's called, but in the Hispanic culture is the night where the pets come back. I might have to see Molly. Molly might make a visit.
Something de la Muertes.
We may be wrong, and we apologize. But
was it Day of the Dead? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's something like with the pets.
Yeah, I think it's a day to celebrate like your family that has passed on and pets that have passed on. Because I do think it's about family as well.
We're going to celebrate Molly. We'll see if she makes a visit. A little Yelp here or there. But anyways, we have turning it completely different from the fun and celebrating. We actually have quite a interesting submission.
Kind of controversial.
It can be controversial. Just depends on kind of like what side you're on, what your views are, your religion, all of that. And so I'm going to read that to you. And yeah, this is it's an interesting one, especially as Christian based on ourselves. So it says, I'm really struggling this Halloween season to let my kids participate in trick-or-treating. We are a Christian-based household, and a lot of our church friends are starting to not celebrate this holiday, and they don't allow their kids to go trick-or-treating or allow them to go to the church's trunk or treat. I want my kids to enjoy their youth, but feel conflicted on if I'm making a good choice on holding them back from celebrating Halloween, or should I just let them have fun? Now, if you don't know what a trunk or treat is, that's where churches, schools, maybe your local facilities, they do, you literally dress up your trunk of your car, and it's usually something positive, especially within churches. It can't be obviously anything scary or negative or whatever. Yeah. It's usually something positive. Like this year I'm doing If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. So that's going to be mine. Yeah.
It's all like cute themed and stuff.
Positive.
Safety Village, which is local for us here where we live, but I think other places probably have like a Safety Village. They're like it's like a mini town for children to learn how to cross the road and different things like that. And they have a trick or treat every year too with like local companies and businesses, and it's never scary either. It's
it's all supposed to be uplifting. So, I've seen a lot of my Christian friends and people on social like Facebook and stuff make statuses that they are not celebrating Halloween this year for their kids, and or people make statuses like, oh, the Christians are celebrating Halloween when they're not supposed to be, when really you're not, and Halloween is, yes, there's a dark side to it of, what did we say is could be like celebrating the devil and honoring the devil, or just the dark lore of all of it. But
demons, witches,
yeah. But
like
as a
all
kid,
that.
I never thought of that. And even now, as an adult, I've never went into Halloween thinking, "Oh, I'm doing this because I'm, celebrating the devil." It's more so of, the nostalgia of the 90s and like the Halloween costumes and decorations and, the haunted houses and things like that. So the controversial topic is like, do you let your children celebrate Halloween or do you not?
So I think it's hard as a parent to really make that decision of whether or not you're doing the right thing for your child. If you are really pretty strong in your faith and your Christian faith, or even other faiths, I think go against
Jehovah Witness. I used to have a client who was in kindergarten. They were not allowed to celebrate any holidays, and it made it really hard on like respecting their religion, but it really made it hard on the teachers because they wanted to have the parties and they had to make them leave.
Well, like even today, for instance, or even like, this week, for instance, at my son's daycare, like they painted pumpkins, they did pumpkin carving. They've been talking a lot about trick-or-treating, safety with trick-or-treating. Like they're just, it's a holiday that a lot of people celebrate. So I think it almost makes it hard on the child too, if they don't get to celebrate with their friends.
Or understand why they're not allowed to celebrate.
Yeah.
It's like, Halloween Town when she's like at the beginning, but mom, and she's like, you're not going out. And she's like, but my friends are going.
Yes.
And she's in high school at that point, middle school, high school. So
it makes it hard. I don't know. I've personally, like my own personal thought on this, being a Christian, is that I still allow my child to dress up because it's fun for him. And like this year, we're actually all dressing up. So my husband and I and my son and then my parents we're all going as Power Rangers.
Stop.
And so my son's been really into Power Rangers, like the old 90s
fun
shows. And so we're all the like different colors of the Power Rangers. And so my son's been really talking about that a lot. Like, Kiki is yellow Power Ranger. Aww. Mama is pink Power Ranger. I'm the red Power Ranger. Like, it's just been really fun for him. And so I want him to be a kid, and I want him to look back on this and like have those fun memories of not only just going trick-or-treating, but like with his family. And we really don't go out and stay that long. We usually do like our street and maybe the street over.
He's
like
so little.
Yeah, he's little, and I mean he's gonna be 4 soon, but we do a little bit, but we don't make it a huge thing. I almost feel like if you boycott it in a way, you almost make it like a bigger thing.
Yeah.
For your child to like cope with.
Yeah.
And maybe they don't even they're maybe not even old enough to understand and have those coping mechanisms to figure out why you're, not allowing them to do that and participate like their friends are. They might feel left out. I don't know. I think it's hard.
Well, I think that's where, these trunk or treats that have recently came about comes into play for, maybe the Christian or who maybe just someone in general that doesn't want their kid to go from door to door or trust strangers, but they trust going to their local church or wherever to still give them that experience, but it's a more positive experience and it's with safe people, safe
more
friends,
more controlled environment.
Yeah. Because I was thinking that the other day. I'm like, that is kind of a good point, and maybe this is something I should ask my pastor about, is like, how is it, we don't want to celebrate trick-or-treating and Halloween, but come here and still go trick-or-treating, but we're not celebrating Halloween because obviously we have to keep it very positive. So it is like what is that? And maybe that is the reason. It's just it's a different option that it's during the day. Like we said, it's safe people. It's a controlled environment, like Safety Town that does it. The museum does it, but the museum does 2 different things. They do the lights on version for kids, and then they do a lights off version where they make it a little spookier for kids.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, where it's not like people jumping out. Sorry. People jumping out. It's more, maybe somebody sitting near the mummy but the lights are off, so it seems scarier for kids.
Yeah.
And And like we've said last year, the museum is scary in general just because it's antique-y stuff that just creeps me out.
It is. I do think maybe if you are from a Christian household, doing like a trunk or treat or something like that, one of the biggest things that you can control is what your child goes as.
True.
So you could do a lot of education on like, we're not going to go as a scary monster. We're not going to go as a witch. We're not going as a wizard. We're not going as like certain things, right? And then I think just educating them on like, this is just a holiday that we really don't love. We're going to allow you to participate in it because you're a kid, you're a child. You know, we want you to have fun.
You want to eat your candy when you're asleep.
We want you to have fun with your friends. But like, this is not something that, you know, I don't know, like trying to explain it in their own language about like the importance of God and keeping God like at the center of it. I don't know. I think there's ways that you could go about doing it with still allowing your child to participate without it being a huge negative experience. But I also understand there's people that just don't participate. Like, I think a couple of our neighbors, they'll pass out little like Bible verses instead of candy, and their kid doesn't dress up or anything. So I think it really depends on the religion. But they sit out there and they play like Christian music instead of Halloween music, and they pass out that, and that's just like, I mean,
they're still participating on the night, but it's in their own way that works for them, and maybe it could change a kid's pique their interest, like, Mom, Dad, what's this? And we're like, oh, well, we can look at that and go into that.
Actually, now that I think of it, I think maybe they did candy and a Bible verse, I believe, actually.
Can we just talk about how expensive trick-or-treating
and that's just automatically got deflated when you said that,
because that's just like the costumes are so expensive now, and you can't just like, you know, buy everything in one bundle. You have to get all the accessories, which is even more. Candy alone, like, you know,
$29 at Walmart for like a big
I know
bag.
And I've got to go get some, and they, you know, they want us to have enough to have for 500 kids, and I'm like, oh, I'll have enough for like 100.
Yeah, that's so much. That's so expensive.
It's very expensive, and so like, hey, world, quit.
Yeah,
stop doing that.
Well, I kept asking my husband, like, you know, we're gonna go out and trick or treat, and I was like, we should just leave like a, you know, bucket of candy and say like, please take one or something. Leave it outside our door because we're gonna be gone.
Oh, you know they're not taking one.
Well, that's what my husband's like. I refuse because it's like $29 for a whole big thing of candy, and like one kid's gonna take it, and then he's like, so we spent all that money on one kid. He's like, that's not fair.
I think what I'm gonna do is, because of some of my personal life changes right now, it'll be our last year at our house, and I'm the only house on my block that passes out candy.
No way.
And so I think this year I will, and I don't get a lot of kids anyways, like maybe 10 or 15. So I think I'm going to go to the Dollar Tree and buy like the king size, like big packs, and just hand that out.
Look at you.
I know. And then I do have one special kid that she always looks for me. She's like, every year, Mommy, she's there. She's there. We got to go see her. I think I'm going to make her a special little bag.
That's so nice.
Makes me want to cry.
I did have a coworker that decided this year, instead of candy, she was ordering stuff on Amazon to make like little goodie bags. So she did like bubbles and like the slap bracelets and stuff like that. Cause she's like, and I think maybe stickers, I don't know, just little things. Cause she was like, I don't have it in my budget to spend money on candy. But so this year she decided to do like that stuff instead.
Well, the
and
bulk's
it was a little
on
cheaper.
Amazon. Yeah. Like if you think about it, by the time you buy all that, it probably is the $50 for 5 bags of candy.
And we have some people in our neighborhood too that like, well, I think they maybe go to Costco or something, but they have like little bags of chips, and then they have like pencils. They have like other things to choose from in case they have like kids have allergies and stuff.
All I know is that the neighborhood we were speaking of, and there's another one. There's 2 popular ones, and they don't have street lights, and that is so dangerous.
It is.
It's so, especially on Halloween and how crowded these, you know, the popular neighborhoods, there's no street lights. Like, I can't see.
Yeah.
I hope it's not cold. That's another thing. It changes every year.
I think it's hard anyways. I guess back to the topic.
Oh, sorry, we did get offhand.
We did, because we got excited talking about Halloween. But I think it's hard as a parent. You know, I think you have to do what's best for your family at the end of the day, no matter what anybody says about it. So do what makes you feel okay in your heart. So if that is, you know, not doing it at all, or just doing the church trunk.
You almost got it. Trunk or treat. I know. It's kind of...
It is kind of a tongue twister. Yeah. Or letting your kid, you know, do the whole thing, but like maybe control what they go as, who they go with.
Yeah,
maybe that kind of thing.
Because you never know. It is a sketchy world, and it's getting sketchier. But yeah, I agree to all of that. And just do what you feel like is best, and maybe skip trick-or-treating. Just go to trunk or treat and see what your kid says. And, you know, as long as they're maybe still allowed to participate in their school activities. So, I mean, it just really depends on, and it varies per person, and what you feel is in your best interest and your kid's best interest. And don't let anyone change your mind on that and make you feel bad, because it's your choice. So.
And if you, at the end of the day, have your own conversation with God about it, and you feel a certain type of way that he's telling you something specific, then go with that too.
I think I got punished. Side note, real fast. I think I got punished because we went to
the haunted cave, and now you're sick.
We went to the haunted. I haven't been to a haunted house since like maybe freshman year of college. Like, it's been a very long time. And so I took my nephew for his first time, and my stepdad went with us. And it's like, you know, whatever, it's a haunted cave, it's fake, and you know, they're going to jump out. Well, they added something new, and again, I haven't been there in years, and it was the Devil's Pentagon, and I ran by that so fast. I didn't like it. It at that point, I was like, I just don't think I should be going to these things. Like, you know, at first I was like, oh, whatever, and then I saw that, I was like, ooh, this is bad juju. You know, I get it, they're trying to be creepy, but I really didn't like that. Neither did my stepdad. Now all three of us are sick. So I think God was like, told you shouldn't be going to haunted houses. And I learned my lesson.
And you know, I mean, you bring up a good point.
I apologize, God. I didn't know that was going to be there. I just thought it was going to be a couple of scary popping out in the dark, nothing crazy. And then I saw that, and I was like, oh, exit, please. Exit.
And there are like a lot of bad energies and things out there that you do have to be careful of. I mean, I think it does, you know, open your eyes a little bit. Like, sometimes I think we get caught up in our own world, and we think everybody's good, and then we realize, oh no, like, there are bad people. There are people that are totally different than us and don't believe what we believe, and maybe we shouldn't do that.
The whole time that I would have never thought that, but now I do. And that was the whole time I was thinking, like, should I really even be in here? I feel like I shouldn't be in here. Like, something was telling me, like, maybe I shouldn't probably be in here. Is this bad? Is he going to punish me for this? And then we all three get sick, and I was like, oh, that sealed that deal.
That checks out.
But yeah, let us know what you think in the comments. Make sure, you know, we've had the QR code the whole time. Make sure you take a picture of that, or screenshot it to be able to submit your own submissions, because the more we have, the better. And I want some submissions away from Halloween, and let's start give us some stuff around Christmas, because that's going to be coming up soon. Thanksgiving, Christmas, but mainly Christmas. Give us some submissions for that. And what else? Stay tuned until next week.
And if you are planning on going out trick-or-treating or anything, just be very careful.
Check your kids' candy.
Yes, I've seen videos about that. It might be
I don't know if it's like,
but
but you never know.
Be safe.
Yeah, be safe. Have fun. Enjoy, and we'll see you next time.